Hey everybody, Gigatitan here for another episode of Move Guru. I just checked the views on my last one and wow, I'm surprised. I got over like almost about 2,500 views. It's a lot more than my other videos have been getting lately. So I decided, hey, I'm going to keep up with the Move Guru because they're much easier for me to make, and I'm sure you guys probably like them a lot more because, hey, this channel's more for learning now. Anyways, we are going over Trick Room today. This is one of the moves that it's one of my favorites personally, and it's a very, very useful move for double battles, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Okay, so its effect causes the Pokemon with the lowest speed stat to actually move first. Now, this may seem kind of confusing with all the priorities of different moves and stuff, but basically it only affects the speed stat. Now, if you use like you have a quick claw and attack, you'll still go first if it activates. And if you use quick attack, ice shard, shadow sneak, all of those will still make you go first. It's just for the speed stat, is that if none of those moves are used, then the Pokemon with the lowest speed stat will go first. Now, also, make sure to keep this in mind. Some people have thought, well, it'll be easy to get Trick Room up because, and it lasts for 5 turns, by the way. It'll be easy to get it up if I just, have like Alakazam. Wrong. Actually, basically what happens is if you use Trick Room, you will always move last. It's called priority, and it has the lowest priority of any move. Kind of like, how like Quick Attack has like one of the highest priorities, or it doesn't actually have the highest. Like, Follow Me will go before anyone. Usually, like kind of that kind of thing. But Trick Room will always move last no matter what you do. Even if you have a Trick Room up, it will move last. So make sure to keep that in mind. So using a Bronzong using Trick Room is much better than using an Alakazam with Trick Room because Alakazam probably won't even survive the whole turn. Now, the reason why I like Trick Room is becoming apparent. I mean, for the next 5 turns, the slowest Pokemon move first. That means a Hippowdon can outrun, even a Speed Deoxys if no one uses any priority moves. Now that's pretty crazy. It can really throw off teams that are full of sweepers, like they just have like, a Weavile, Garchomp, those kind of Pokemon. Then even your slowest guys like a Abomasnow could use Ice Punch or something, Ice Shard, and well, Ice Shard doesn't count, but like Ice Beam or Blizzard, and they can go first and take those Pokemon out because they have low defenses. Now usually the Pokemon that have the slower speeds usually have the trade-off for that is they have higher stats overall, like higher HP, defense, attack. Now, if you take speed out of that, the Pokemon that are slower will overall be better. Now, one thing about this is that you got to remember that your whole team is going to be affected by this, every single Pokemon. So make sure when you're using Trick Room, make sure not to have a lot of Pokemon that will be negatively affected, meaning ones that are naturally fast, because then you're pretty much going to just screw them up. They won't be able to move first, they'll move last. They don't have very good defenses usually, and they'll probably get knocked out before they can attack. Now, a good idea is to base a team around it, much like what a lot of my teams are. Like in the last few battles I've used my Trick Room teams. All of the Pokemon on those teams are slow, so they all take advantage of that, and all of the opponents usually aren't that slow, and they usually are negatively affected. Now, one more point I want to bring up is that upon using Trick Room, if the opponent also uses Trick Room, it takes it back down. So that's one easy counter to Trick Room, is for the opponent to use Trick Room while the Trick Room is still up. The other thing is you got to watch out for Taunt. You got to make sure that your Pokemon aren't obviously going to use Trick Room because, remember, Trick Room goes last in the turn no matter what happens. So, Taunt could easily stop your plans. You always got to have a backup when using a Trick Room team. And that pretty much sums it up for Trick Room. If you like this video, rate it 5 stars. Leave me a comment below giving me your feedback so I know what to improve on. Hopefully this is a little more enthusiastic than the last videos. I know someone commented on that. But hopefully you guys learned a lot, and this can help you out with your battling and creating new teams and stuff. And that's, the main focus of these videos and my main new focus of just my channel in general. So, if you like my videos and want to see more, click the big yellow subscribe button. And if you want to leave any requests for next Move Guru, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys.